Judge Vinsmoke. Vinsmoke Judge was running Germa 66. Vinsmoke Judge is Sanji's father, and father of Reiju, Niji, Ichiji, and Yonji. He was building an army of super soldiers, essentially, so he could run the seas with them. Germa 66 is unstoppable in his eyes, because he created them through genetic modification and everything else. During, Sora's pregnancy, his wife, right? She ate some toxins or consumed some toxins. So then Sanji, when he came out, he was more normal than the other ones, He was the failure, Judge said, I'll put a mask on you, Sanji, and keep you in, confinement. You are not to cook. You're not to, have friends or anything, Sanji. You can't even go see your mother. That's your punishment for being weak. Eventually, Reiju let him out and other things. And Vinsmoke Judge just forgot about Sanji. However, later on, he saw, use for Sanji. Sanji became a pirate, and he was like, my son is now a pirate. But I'll put his bounty is going to now be, his new wanted poster is going to have his name on it. Vinsmoke Sanji. When he saw that, he was like, that's my name, That's the shit I tried to bury, Sanji says. And Vinsmoke Judge is like, I'm still your father. You still have to, he calls me. He's like, you'll never be my father. So Sanji says, it's, Blackfoot or Redfoot Zephyr, or Zeph. He taught me how to cook. He taught me the importance of food and all that. And I'll never, see you as my father. And he was like, well, he calls this family, Sanji, and you will do your part to help out with my plans. He thought Germa 66 and, Big Mom would, form an alliance and be cool on sea. However, Vinsmoke Judge didn't know that he was actually going to be the one, dying that day. She wasn't going to, do that. She wasn't going to have an even trade-off with him. She wasn't going to do that. She was going to take his technology and everything else. So then he had to leave the island. He had to flee. Vinsmoke Judge did have a fight with Sanji, and he did end up defeating him, but he was playing, his own game with Sanji. So Sanji is more powerful than his father, but let me just tell you how powerful Vinsmoke Judge is. So Judge's strength is at 84 for his speed, 85 for the durability, 85 for his endurance, 87 for his intelligence, 91 for his experience, 86 for the close skills, 85 for his range skills, 85 for his recoup, 85 for his hacks. Overall power score is 85.7. Be cool on the corner.